Be sure to subscribe for more content.
What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome to the BigBC Finance Channel, and I hope you're having a very lovely day. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Dogecoin, what has happened to it recently, and where we predict the price to go to in the near future, and some key price levels and some trades I'm looking to make. So be sure to stay tuned for all of that. And of course, if you appreciate the daily analysis on this channel and you're one of the 86% of people that watch my videos that have not yet subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you like this content. So without further ado, let's talk about what we are seeing here on Dogecoin and just what has happened over the past days. So of course, from my yesterday's video, we had a triangle that looked like this. We had something that looked like this here on Dogecoin, a trend line of resistance here connecting the highs of the price, and a trend line of support connecting the lows here of the price. We saw a breakout of this triangle pattern to the downside, and of course that drove the prices of Dogecoin lower, and we saw a low there of around 7.1 cents. But what's very interesting right now, and of course, what I'm seeing here on the shorter term in Dogecoin that's happened pretty much over the past day, in my opinion, is actually quite bullish. So basically, we've come down from this triangle as we'd expect. The price target of that triangle was 6.9 cents. We did fall short at 7.1. So, I was expecting the price to continue its leg downwards, but we did see that pump. And basically, what I do think has happened in the very short term is that we've seen some sort of reverse head and shoulders. So a reverse head and shoulders is a bullish pattern, and basically it consists of two shoulders that look like this. So we've got the left shoulder here, as you can see, we've got the head, which is the main bottom down there, and we've got a right shoulder. So the left shoulder and the right shoulder are two lesser peaks, and the head is the greater peak there. And of course, the reverse head and shoulders is a trend reversal pattern, suggesting that we should be going in a more bullish trend in the near future. And we can actually measure the price target of such a pattern, and it's just the distance between the neckline, which connects the highs between the left, right shoulder and the head. So this green line that I've drawn there, we can drag that measuring tool, which is the distance between the head and that neckline, and that should give us a price target of 8.1 cents here on Dogecoin. So basically, if this is true, and we have seen a breakout, we've seen an increase in volume, we've seen large momentum carry the price upwards, then we should see the prices actually start to head to 8.1 cents. And at the moment, I'm paying pretty close attention because, as you can see, we've got this blue line that I've just added here. This is the 100-hour moving average, and it's a really respected moving average here on Dogecoin. As you can see, it kind of dictates the trend. So if the price is above this 100-hour moving average, we are in a bullish trend. If the price is below the 100-hour moving average, then typically we're in a bearish trend. And as you can see, Dogecoin has been in somewhat of a bearish trend for the majority of its time since we saw its peak there at 16 cents. Basically, we've been in this downwards trend, and we started accelerating as we broke below this triangle. But what we've actually seen here is the price really come up to test this 100-hour moving average. It's literally using it as a resistance now. And if the prices do meet the price target of this head and shoulders pattern, we should see the prices get there like this. And of course, if we do that, that actually means we break past this 100-hour moving average. So we should be able to springboard into a more bullish trend in the near future. Something that looks like this, for example. So what I'm saying is, if we get to 8.1 cents, we shouldn't just stop at 8.1 cents. We should keep on going because we've broken through this 100-hour moving average, and we should see refreshed momentum and volume as the prices break through this 100-hour moving average. So this is a really short-term observation that I'm seeing. Unfortunately, it does contradict what this triangle is telling us. We saw a breakout of this triangle as well. So if this is fulfilled, then prices should come down and complete its price target at 6.9 cents. So there's two contrary signals here. This head and shoulders telling us that we should be going to 8.1 cents. And this triangle telling us we should go to 6.9 cents. So I'm really paying close attention to what this price does at the moving average. Looks like at the moment we're starting to get rejected from it, but I'm not completely ruling out 8.1 cents yet on Dogecoin. So this is my bullish observation here. Of course, I'm also keenly observing what is happening here because, again, similar to the head and shoulders pattern, we have an area here where the prices come down to twice, pretty much the same region here. We've had basically one bottom here, and we've had our second bottom here, and basically what this could also be is some sort of double bottom pattern. So a double bottom pattern has two bottoms in roughly the same level. Again, like the head and shoulders, we have a neckline, so something that connects the high of the price between the first bottom and the second bottom, and we've got a neckline like this. So if the prices do make it past 8.1 cents and Dogecoin continues to get to around 9.3, 9.4 cents, then what I'll be looking for is some sort of breakout. And if we do see a breakout, I will 100% be trading it as a double bottom pattern, because that is a 27% trade that could take Dogecoin to around 11.8 cents. So if we get to 8.1 cents on Dogecoin and continue to go up to 9.3 cents, and we see this neckline penetrated, this neckline, which is our resistance here on Dogecoin from this double bottom pattern, and we see continued momentum and continued volume in the upwards direction, then I will be trading that, and that would be the anticipated price target. So very ambitious pattern for sure, but and something that may not play out. And obviously there's no guarantee that this will play out, but I'm always keeping my eye, particularly if the prices continue to head upwards on Dogecoin. So we can see something like this. Doesn't have to be one straight line up to 9.3 cents. We could just see the price kind of heading upwards in a very choppy way like this, for example. But if eventually it does get to this level, then I will be bearing this pattern in mind. And if we see increase in momentum and volume, that will give me enough conviction to enter a trade here and exit at that price target at 11.8 cents. So that is what I'm saying here with the price and with the double bottom pattern that we're seeing in the longer term. Just looking at the RSI and the MACD as well, everything seems to check out pretty well here on Dogecoin. Basically, what we did actually end up seeing here on Dogecoin was some sort of divergence. So let me make that a different color. This is something I constantly look for. Divergences are a great way to tell us that we could be seeing potential change of trend. If we have a look at this line here, for example, if we have a look at this support here on Dogecoin, we just connected these two peaks here, these two bottoms here on Dogecoin. And if we match up the MACD and the RSI, we can see that if we draw the same trend line on the MACD and the RSI, they're both heading in a bullish direction, but the support on the actual price is heading in a bearish direction. So this is a bullish divergence. This is something that is music to our ears, because this tells us that in a bearish trend, we could potentially see a change of trend in the near future. So this is a piece of evidence that tells us that Dogecoin could be heading towards a new bullish trend. Now, of course, we still need to cross this 100-hour moving average, and we still need to see this head and shoulders pattern, this inverse head and shoulders pattern play out to 8.1 cents before I am bullish here on Dogecoin. But this is pretty nice to see. This divergence is really nice to see. And additionally, what we also see in the MACD and the RSI is that the values are telling us that momentum is in the upwards direction as well. We're seeing green bars on the histogram there. We're seeing RSI above the 50 value there. So things are looking fairly bullish on the shorter time frames here on Dogecoin. And on top of everything as well, we want to see what the general cryptocurrency market is doing. So to do that, we always go onto Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin makes a major move in either direction, chances are we'll see that reflected in altcoins such as Dogecoin as well. So Bitcoin at the moment is in a very similar scenario to Dogecoin. We saw a triangle here on Bitcoin, very similar to what we saw on Dogecoin, if you remember, with this consolidation period here. And we did break down below this triangle. We actually hit a new low for 2022 here on Bitcoin at 15,400. But what Bitcoin has done since is actually managed to shoot back up in a similar way to how Dogecoin has. And with Dogecoin, we saw a clear inverse head and shoulders pattern. On Bitcoin, we're not really seeing all too much, just a pump out of nowhere that brought us back to this trend line here. So we had the trend line from this triangle that we saw. Bitcoin came to touch it very, very briefly, but it looks like it's starting to head down. So it's not the Bitcoin is not really showing me a convincing trend reversal here. It's showing a very quick pump. And what we need to see on Bitcoin really, in order for us to be more bullish on Bitcoin rather than bearish, is for us to flip through this support, in my opinion, this trend line, in my opinion, and use it as a support for further upwards price movement. And just like Dogecoin, you can see that the Bitcoin price has literally found resistance at this 100-hour moving average as well. This blue line that we see on Bitcoin, again, the implication for this moving average on Bitcoin and on Dogecoin is the same. If we're going to be bullish on Bitcoin, we need to flip it on the upside. And at the moment, it's struggling to get past it. If we can convincingly come above this 100-hour moving average and kind of consolidate and find price action above it, then I'll be more convinced at a more bullish trend here on Bitcoin. But until we do that, until we really come above this line, so I'd say around 16,300, and we find the price kind of consolidating or moving above there rather than coming straight back down, then I'd be convinced on Bitcoin following a slightly more bullish trend. But at the moment, I just see prices coming back down here on Bitcoin. And of course, if that were to happen, then on Dogecoin, I do see prices coming back down to our level here at 7.1 cents, and I do see 6.9 cents finally being hit. And of course, if we hit 6.9 cents on Dogecoin, and of course on its way down and everything, I'll be looking for further signals here on Dogecoin to tell us that we could be seeing some sort of trend reversal, some more divergences, for example, to build up a case that a change of trend is due on Dogecoin. But as long as Bitcoin remains below this trend line in yellow and this 100-hour moving average in blue, then I'm still fairly bearish on Dogecoin. Then the crypto market is still fairly bearish on Dogecoin. And of course, that is until we are proven wrong. So if we are able to cross this trend line, this 100-hour moving average here on Dogecoin, then I personally think that Dogecoin still is probably going to head down towards 6.9 cents. So that's kind of my verdict here on Dogecoin. Of course, if I see anything else, I will post that on my trading view. So be sure to follow me on there. The link is in the description below. And of course, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to keep up with Dogecoin, because I post near daily analysis on Dogecoin. But otherwise, that's pretty much all I have to say in this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, be sure to hit the like button. But otherwise, I'll see you in my next video.